Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 200.
It's hard to believe that it has actually been 200 days into this year so far. It seems like time is flying by and also taking forever at the same time. It's the craziest experience. We didn't do anything special to celebrate day 200 because we just had our halfway through the year party like 2 weeks ago. So we thought it really didn't make sense to try and celebrate two different things that are basically the same time frame right around each other. So instead, we just got up this morning with our friends here at Contemporary, got up early enough to go out to the pool, even though we had a late night with Moonlight Magic, because they are leaving today. They were only here for a couple days, and we want to swim. So we got ready and went out to the pool, and we're there when the gate opened, so we were the first ones in there. There was nobody else in the pool. It's actually really peaceful in the morning when they first opened.
We were hoping we would get there before anyone else did because we wanted to take some pictures of the pool and the seating areas, just so we would have them for reviewing things. But we also want to go down the pool slide because if you know me, I've got to get video of the pool slide and I got to see what I think of it. And this was actually longer than it looks from the outside, and I really enjoyed this pool slide. We swam and enjoyed the morning out here with our friends and had just a really nice time. It also wasn't as hot as being there in the afternoon, and we basically had the pool to ourselves, which was really nice. Got to sit wherever we wanted, but after a couple hours we did have to head back inside because we need to get ready for the day, and they have to get ready to go because Magical Express is taking them to the airport very soon.
After we said goodbye to our friends, we went and got on a bus ourselves, not to the airport, but over to Disney Springs because we have a noon showing of the brand new live-action Lion King, or I guess CGI action Lion King. It's not real, it's all CGI, but very confusing. I guess it's a live-action remake. Either way, we're not really sure what we think about this movie. Going into it, it's kind of one of those things of the live-action remakes are either really good, like Cinderella or Jungle Book, I love those, or they're just kind of like, you know, Dumbo. Just why? Why did that need to happen? So we went in there kind of hoping to get a really good remake of Lion King, but I like the original, so I'm kind of wondering about it. Sure enough, after the movie was over, the main thing that I felt about it was just, we really didn't need that movie because they changed some stuff, and there were some really good jokes they added in and stuff like that. But I felt like it was so much of the original movie, there was really no need to make a new one because it was the same exact movie.
One thing we've really enjoyed about living in the resorts this year, though, is that they've had so many Disney movies come out. It is really cool to be able to see the Disney movies on Disney property at Disney Springs. So we do enjoy that part of everything, but we really didn't feel any differently after this movie. So it was just kind of like, okay, we did that.
That was a movie.
And we saw it. It was cool. And then we decided we were hungry because we did get some popcorn while we were there, but we didn't get any food. We are really hungry for lunch, and so we looked to see what quick service options there were. We wanted to go somewhere we haven't been before so we can review it. So we looked at the list and decided on Earl of Sandwich. We've heard good things about Earl of Sandwich, but we've never been, so we headed across Disney Springs all the way over there so we could try it.
When we got in, there was a sign that was letting everyone know the Cannonball Sub was back. I didn't know it ever left because it's my first time here, but apparently that's what they call their meatball sub. I love a good meatball sub, so I was like, you know what? Your advertising strategy has worked. I will take a meatball sub, and I was really happy with this. Again, first experience here. I'm thinking like Subway in the back of my head, but I would say this is more like a Firehouse Subs. I think the food's just a little bit better. I really enjoyed the meatball sub, and I'm glad that it's back.
And I ordered the Chipotle chicken avocado, which is exactly something I would love. This didn't have as much flavor as I was expecting, which is really odd considering all the flavors that are in the sandwich. It was good, just not my favorite, so it was like, okay, that was enjoyable, but I would definitely rather go somewhere else next time.
So basically an indifferent movie and then an indifferent sandwich.
Apparently I'm feeling indifferent today.
We're just having a really kind of blah day.
But you know what will make it better?
More food?
Shopping.
That too.
Yeah, and I wanted to do a review about Uniqlo because we have purchased some stuff here before, and most people don't realize that you can get Disney shirts for any age, whether it be adult or kid, at a much cheaper price than you would think you would get it for something on Disney property. So we headed over there because I wanted to take a lot of pictures and do some shopping while we're there, since, you know, we're reviewing it. That just makes sense. This is a 2-story building, and they have little areas all around. They had a Pixar room for kids shirts. They have different sections throughout the store, but they definitely have a lot more men's shirts than any other size. And that's really nice because a lot of times it's hard to find men's shirts that they actually like. But they have really cool designs here, including Star Wars.
Last time we were here, I actually looked at some of the Star Wars shirts, and they had a Boba Fett shirt that I was eyeballing, and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm gonna get that shirt. One of the big pet peeves I have with Star Wars t-shirts is that for whatever reason, most of them seem to be black or a dark gray, which is fine unless you live in Florida where the sun is trying to kill you 3 months out of the year. So this shirt, being a white t-shirt, really stood out, and I was really excited about getting this one. It had a cool design on it, text on the back, the image on the front, and again, it was white, which is exactly what I need in the Florida heat.
And cheaper than other Star Wars shirts we've seen on Disney property. So we did get that and a couple other shirts, but they have so many options for everyone in the family, from little kids to adults. And so I wanted to take a ton of pictures while we were here because I love telling people about good deals when we're at Disney World.
Hashtag not sponsored, Uniqlo. I mean, if you're watching, look us up. Like, we could take some more t-shirts and stuff, but no, they didn't sponsor us. We just enjoy shopping
and sharing where to get good deals. Speaking of, we then headed over to Sprinkles because we recently found out that they have a rewards program. So we wanted to share about that as well, because after you buy so many cupcakes, you get a free cupcake. Kind of a big deal because we love sweets anyway. So we're happy to research this for everyone. And of course, by buying cupcakes, we are now on our way to getting free cupcakes.
And these cupcakes aren't like the ones that Disney typically sells in the different restaurants that have all the crazy colors on them. I mean, there's a few that have some food coloring, but for the most part, they're normal colors. That means Alyssa can actually eat the cupcakes, and I don't have to eat them all by myself.
We ate our cupcakes from Sprinkles here at Disney Springs and then headed over to the buses and took a bus back to our room at Contemporary. When we got there, we went live on Facebook to do a spoiler-free review of Lion King. We did it out on our patio. We're on the first floor. We're out there. It's sunshine, beautiful. And while we were doing the review, we started hearing some serious thunder, and we're like,
really close.
We don't see anything. It still looks gorgeous outside, but we could hear it. It was so loud. And then the craziest thing happened. So they did a fantastic job. You laughed.
So we're gonna run inside. The wind is blowing that rain that we saw over across the water. We are about to get soaked. Check this out.
Here we go.
Do you see the rain coming this way? Like, and now we're getting wet.
Oh my goodness.
So that is Florida.
So that review did not go as planned, but it ended up being really hilarious and we got it on video.
And since it's storming outside and we need to get some work done anyway, we decided to stay here in the room the rest of the evening. I started working and Alyssa started working. She was working on a blog post for Moonlight Magic that we just went to last night at Animal Kingdom, kind of detailing all the information, of course putting pictures in there and stuff like that, because there are multiple Moonlight Magic events at each park. They will be doing Animal Kingdom again in a few weeks. Of course, we've been to one, so now we can't go to the next one. But if we put a blog post together, it'll help all the people who are going to kind of plan their strategy, because it didn't exactly go the way we normally would want it to go at Moonlight Magic. We kind of wasted a lot of time standing in lines. So we were hoping that blog post might help some other people avoid those problems we had.
We worked the rest of the evening here in the room. We did eat the other half of our sandwiches that we didn't finish at lunch, so we had that for dinner, and then we decided to go to the fitness center. We actually didn't know until recently that Contemporary even had a fitness center.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden, and if you didn't know it's there, you've probably never seen it. So if you go to the Contemporary and you walk in the main lobby, take the escalator up, you're on the second floor. There's a bunch of convention center rooms, ballrooms and stuff. The check-in desk for California Grill is there, and there's a second set of escalators that'll take you up. If you take that set from the second floor, you wind up on the fourth floor, which is where Chef Mickey's and Contempo Cafe, the gift shop, all that is. But you miss the third floor in the middle, and you can't get there via escalator. You have to take the elevator. On the third floor, there's some offices and stuff, and the fitness center. It's just kind of tucked in there, and if you didn't know it was there, you'd probably never stumble across it because you don't really go to the third floor for anything. Not surprisingly, we were the only ones in there. It's a really nice fitness center though. It's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be looking at it from the outside, and they have a water cooler in there, which was great. It's just so hot outside in the summertime. It's hard for us to go for our walks, so we figured use the fitness centers when we have them and save ourselves all the sweating outside and also being out in the rain and thunderstorms like we have sometimes. After we worked out for a little while there walking on the treadmills, we did head back to our room, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our year with the ears.